Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3 RuneScape 3 as you know it. Now this week we actually have a lot to go through. Just long story short here. First up, we have a brand new Christmas quest, which is Violet is Blue 2. So yesterday I actually re-released a guide to make sure it's better quality. But how to start this one? There's only one requirement, is you have to have completed Violet is Blue in order to do Violet is Blue 2. And you gotta speak to Posty Pete right outside of White Wolf Mountain to begin the quest, right where you started the other one, right outside of Taverley. Of course, the guide will be out today or tomorrow. It's looking like most likely tomorrow. But also we have another yak track. So this one is the theme of the night before Christmas. So this one will go from December 14th, which is today, until January 24th. So no worries. Head to Berthorpe, have a word with Robin, the reindeer yak, and he'll set you up with a list of tasks to complete, which will be either silly or skillful. And choose which one suits you best at those given times per tier. One of the outfit rewards is the Permafrost Knight outfit, which is seen right here, which actually looks pretty cool. And one of the main pets is the Reindeer Yak. There's also a Chimney Teleport and so much more. And then we also have this little pet right here, which is the Winter Fairy pet at tier 50. And then there's also the Tundral Stalker outfit, which they actually don't show, so a little bit of a surprise for you guys there. So, don't forget, if you are in Premier Club, you'll also have the Premier rewards as you go through. And if you don't have Premier Club, you can always get the Premier Pass. So do keep that in mind. But then we also have a Ninja Strike for Diango. So this is another thing going. So first off, Diango's messaging has been improved in order to clear up any confusion players may have had about whereabouts of items they already own. In addition, the UI has been given a bit of polish on both mobile and desktop with bigger icons and more accessible search bar. So speaking of a search bar though, the one in the bank will now display items you've stored with Diango, provided you can withdraw them to your backpack. There's also a new keybind which will activate the search on Diango's interface. The key is S in English, and in German, B. And in Portuguese, R. And B in Portuguese and R in French, sorry. So it's S in English and German, B in Portuguese, and R in French. There's also the Golden Reaper. So the ninjas teamed up with mods Raiden, Iago, and Death is now ready to award boss loot collectors who got an extra mile with a shiny new title. Completing all boss collection logs will now earn you the prestigious gold variant of the Reaper title. Pretty nice. And there's also more quality of life changes, such as a new log in the message that tells players when their invention machines have completed processing inputs or run out of charges. Very nice. Auto disassembler machines will now display the correct processing time when disassembling batches of items. The deposit all option for Deep Sea Fishing Hub and Menaphos VIP and port banks and deposit boxes have been consolidated into a single option. And then we have RS at 20. So upon logging in this afternoon, you'll receive a mysterious invitation. An invitation to what, you ask? Why? It's going to be RuneScape's 20th anniversary party. So the game has been around for 20 years now. So there is going to be a grand party. Once the event begins, you can use the invitation to teleport straight to the party. Show your invitation to the host and you'll get a special reward. And of course, if you lost your invite between now and then, they'll be able to give you a spare too. So don't worry. It's one of those things where you get to enjoy this. And don't forget now for tomorrow, there is a new thing for Prime Gaming. So for December 15th, you can claim new goodies from our friends at Prime Gaming. This time they're offering 2 Umbral chests, a Yak Take Track care package, which contain an assortment of useful items that will help you along with your Yak Track. To get your rewards, don't forget to link your RuneScape and Prime Gaming accounts, which really isn't that bad to do. You just got to log into your account, link accounts, and go to Prime. So it's not too bad. Premier Club. If you're part of the Premier Club, you can look forward to a new monthly drop on January 1st. So, this time you'll be getting a variety pack filled with useful stuff, 2 pulse cores, and 1,000 oddments. And if you kind of want that for yourself as well, don't forget you can sign up to the Premier Club package and get access to monthly drops like this one for the duration. Don't forget you'll save a bundle of membership at the same time, which is very true. And for those who are like an Iron Man or a hardcore Iron Man account, something to kind of keep in mind. Let's say you're a hardcore Iron Man in RS3, you die with that account, you can still use it in OS RS. So it's not completely lost account. I do believe that's how that works. You can still use it there. And if you do die in both, if you do hardcore on both, then, well, yeah, you have to have the appropriate items. But, oh wait, no, they did change that. It just automatically goes down to Iron Man. But still, you have access to both versions of the game with that one account. So keep that in mind. So, JMod live streams is Tuesday, December 15th at 1700 game time, which is a Christmas special. And we have a Lootscape weekend event. So it's Lootscape extravaganza this weekend as content creators from all over the stratosphere join forces to bring you 3 whole days of streaming fun. This will be your last chance to join Lootscape stream for some time, as they're working with Twitch to improve Lootscape for the new year. So from Friday 18th to Sunday the 20th, you'll be able to claim loot from the following streams. Raveler at, well, this is for first off, Friday, December 18th is Raveler at 1000 game time. Wazi at 1400 game time. Sarah Dominist at 1500 game time. Scardy Ginge at 1600 game time. Odes Dylan at 1600 game time. Zalandra at 1900 game time. Choose Roxo at 2200 game time. Saturday, December 19th is Dakota at 200 game time. T Reza at 800 game time. Hanini, at 1000 game time. Spider Mash at 1100 game time. Marmar 182 at 1100 game time. Macaru at 1900 game time. Vaseline Fairy at 2000 game time. Sorry. Tuck Shop at 2200 game time. And Sunday, December 20th is Brilly Meister at 1100 game time. Prophecy at 1700 game time. And Agita and Plum at 1930 game time. We also have some Steam screenshots. First up by Thana Bloodwell with the sled out in the fields, having a good old time. And then we also have one from Les Yux plus Gros K Le Monde. Nice screenshot of Zamarok. And we have a nice view here of Freerider Dave with the bridge. Not entirely sure where that's at, but it has the moon in the background. Very pretty picture. And a terrifying nightmare before Christmas type ordeal. This is more of a Halloween type one. But thanks to Nina Ray and this terrifying piece of titled Monster of Draenor Village. That's actually really cool. And hey, Jaggeds, make it a boss. So we have RuneScape Reads. So if you're the Spirited Way, there's a fanfic where you choose the ending. So Chaos Elemental fanfics have really outdone themselves with this one, so do check it out. RS Cosplay Competition. We have RS Zorander. Not entirely sure who they're dressed as. And then we have RS Dr. Floof. I'm pretty sure that has to do with Avatar right there. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. And then we have Saiyan Games, and that's gotta be Velma from Scooby-Doo. That's gotta be that. I don't know what else it would be. Don't forget, though, there is now the community events for this week, which we have Supportscape. So the holiday season isn't always easy, and this is founded in 2019. Supportscape is a Discord server dedicated to mental health support for scapers everywhere. They offer support, advice, and friendly face to those who need it. And honestly, you can reach out to me and anybody in this community as well. You could also even join us in the Discord. I'm always happy to have new people in there. And there's the Clan Quest, the Advent Calendar. So we love when community pulls together for an event, and we're thrilled to see a Clan Quest Advent Calendar. Each day there's a new fun tidbits and activities to be unlocked. And what's more, it's for a good cause. So they're going to be raising money for Direct Relief, which is an international charity that helps people in all kinds of situations. And don't forget about the Pink Skirts event. So first up, they are going to be doing a free-to-play Fist of Gothics Christmas edition. So join Dr. Brian on World 81 this Sunday, December 20th, from 1800 game time to 1900 game time to join the festivities. Alternatively, Dr. Brian's also leading the charge in the Happy New Year Burrows. So join the fun on World 10 at the Burrows Graveyard on Sunday, January 3rd at 1800 to 1900 game time. Whew. Now, let's check out the... Oh. There we go. Let's check out the patch notes, guys. So, Diango in the costume room, so using the search function, as we said, is supposed to be now a little bit easier. Fix some inconsistent tooltips, styling between bank and Diango items, increase the size of icons in Diango's storage or mobile. Fix a live bug where Diango's interface would sometimes prevent players from seeing all search results. Move Diango's search bar onto the top of the interface on mobile for ease of use. Replace the word inventory with backpack in Diango's messaging. The cancel search button is no longer present on Diango's search bar when there is no active search. Improved messaging when trying to withdraw items from Diango that are already owned or stored elsewhere. A new keybond has been added to the active search from Diango's interface. In German is English and German is S. French is R, Portuguese is B. A new right-click/long press option has been added to the item slots in the costume room interface, which allow you to deposit or withdraw all items in a set at the same time. Golden Reaper, so you need to complete all boss collection logs, and you can now get the Golden Reaper title. This is a hidden title with an accompanying achievement. Those who achieve this feat will receive a global broadcast. You are not required to complete the Insane Fallen Angel achievement, which involves obtaining all intricate chests from next to the Angel of Death to acquire this title. General quality of life, so players will receive a login and update messages whenever their invention machines have finished processing their inputs, run out of secondary inputs, or run out of charges. These messages can be toggled in the login messages or notification messages option menu. The auto disassembler machines will now display the correct processing time for items disassembled in batches such as ammunition. The charge used to process such items will now be correctly calculated and consumed. The mechanized siphon interface has been updated to have more space and better readability. The add/remove all option, or right-click, long press options, are now their own buttons. Players can now select an input box to enter how many of each siphon they'd like to store. Replace the word inventory with backpack in various messages. Reduce the message spamming when adding and removing siphons. To account for the bait and switch relics effect, the separate deposit all option 4 different fish have been consolidated to one option in the Deep Sea Fishing Hub and Manithral VIP and port banks and deposit boxes. The fishing hub now also has these options on the bank boat and rowboat, as well as the magical nets. The NPC who combines your jellyfish at the Deep Sea Hub, it has been given a name, a backstory, and a mini-map icon. It's still kind of weird though. Raksha improvements. This decreased Raksha's base damage values for attacks that scale with Shadow Energy. To compensate, they've changed Raksha's Shadow Infused Power buff, which now scales from 0.5% to 1% per Shadow Energy, resulting in a 100% increase in damage at 100% energy, up from 50%. The maximum damage remains unchanged. This simply means that the minimum damage is now less punishing. Decrease Raksha's rockfall damage. Fixes Raksha's tail chain no longer blocks player movement. Fix an issue where the black screen appeared if the player died while transitioning to phase 4 of the Raksha encounter. Enhanced Fleeting Laceration and Blasted Fusion boots will no longer repair into their non-upgraded forms. Raksha will no longer get stuck on animation cycle if you die with Immortality active during the Shadow Bombard attack cycle. Mutated Barge bleeds are no longer incorrectly halved after the first hit. Fixed an issue that caused players to get stuck under Raksha both during and after the final phase of the encounter. Increased the base hit chance affinity from 45 to 55 when using melee against Raksha. Raksha will no longer override his melee attack animation with a walk animation if the player moves out of melee range. Raksha will no longer change target randomly in duo mode, and instead will focus on one target until provoked. Yak Track improvements, which is the task scaling adjustment, so agility tasks will now allow players to complete any agility course they meet the level requirement to use instead of being scaled to the player's level. Similar, the engineering tasks allow you to complete any floor you have the level requirements for. The quantity of items required for herblore and crafting tasks no longer scale based on your level. All players must now carry out the same number of actions. Way better. Could have just reduced that. Quantities required for herblore tasks have been significantly reduced, bringing it down the cost for completing them. So maybe now you won't have to do 3,000 potions. Summoning tasks are now less restrictive and allow you to create wider range of pouches. Gain XP tasks and construction tasks have been replaced with gain construction XP tasks, allowing players to progress as they choose. Archaeology restoration tasks have been replaced with generic gain archaeology XP task. Smithing have been gain smithing XP task. New task, which is present HUD this track only. A new kind of task where you're asked to track down presents all over Gielinor using a set of magical jingle bells. Earn Marks of War, a new type of combat task that'll see you killing bosses and collecting Marks of War. Miscellaneous task improvements. Batch overload recipes now advance herblore task by 5 instead of 1 because you are making 5 potions. The Divine Conversion Relic now correctly advances divination tasks. 1 progress point is now awarded per segment of the Anachronia Agility course, since it is a massive compared to the others. 2 new courses have been added to the Agility task, Apatol and Agility Pyramid. Corrupted Magic Logs now count towards the fire-making task. Wabagongs now count towards fishing. Wabagong Oil now counts towards cooking. Decremation now counts towards prayer. Great White Shark now counts for both fishing and cooking. There is a known issue that with Snuffle's pet unlock that will cause his animation to appear deformed. They are working on a fix that requires a engine update currently targeted for January. So they will share more news as soon as they can. So it's one of those things where they know it's an issue. They are going to fix it. Try not to worry too much. Maybe just enjoy the little deformity. while you can, if it's not nasty. Improvements: the Desert Pantheon aura can now be reused once double XP event has concluded. Fixes: players can once again choose the color of their beards, hairstyles, and the appearance interface. And that's actually it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.